welcome to Cup of Joe's, which you get your daily Cup of Joe or weekly Cup of Joe, depending on how you ingest us.
Hey now.
I like it by the minute, but some people like the long form. We're here to talk about a number of different topics. It's actually been 2 weeks since we've seen each other. There's been a lot that's happened in this 2 weeks, from my change of mind about who could win the presidential race to the Olympic basketball USA team just won an amazing game today.
Steph Curry lost his fucking mind.
Steph Curry, 36 points, 9 for 14 from 3. Thank you very much, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Had an amazing game. Everybody had their little moments in it, too. It was awesome. I literally just watched it. So super hyped about it. My voice even might be fucked up a little bit. I'm over there like, yeah. Christina's like, are you cheering for LeBron? I'm like, no.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I was. But it seemed like down the stretch, everybody had their moment. Embiid started hitting that little mid-range fadeaway, started getting aggressive to the rim, started playing better defense. Steph comes down and hits a game go-ahead 3.
Yep.
LeBron comes down, hits a crazy fucking wraparound layup to go ahead by 4. Then Kevin Durant comes out, crosses this motherfucker, hits a mid-range to go by 2 again. Devin Booker hits a 3. Like, everybody got their little moment, and that shit was so fucking fun to watch. We did not lead until, I think, 3 minutes into the fourth, but...
Jesus.
And we go into the fourth, I think, down to 14.
Yeah, it's never good when you, in USA basketball... need Steph Curry to go score 36.
Sure.
Like, yes, if you're the Warriors, you need him to score 36 every day.
night. We need to score 42, please.
But when you need a USA team player to go score 36, yikes.
Yeah, dude. It's rough out there. It was Joker's team, so it was Serbia. Serbia. I don't know how we're supposed to really say it. And Bogdanovic was going nuts.
Yeah.
Talking shit out there. He was getting in people's faces and shit. LeBron was like, what the fuck is wrong? He was taking hard fouls on people. Like, he was getting after it.
Hell yeah.
Cried at the end like a little bitch. Like jersey over the face, crying.
So they still have a shot for bronze, though, right?
They do. They're in the bronze game. They're definitely going to win that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know who that's against. I did just see it, but I don't know who it's against. Ours is against France. Yeah. And I've been hearing that there have been some referee that have, been a little biased for France. I saw a game that should have, I don't think, went into overtime. There was a foul, and dude shooting a 3. They got an and 1. Historically, the host country is going to get that, right? Right? Or should you?
I'm okay with a little bit favorable of a whistle. If you're changing games.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
I don't want it to be a Kings, Lakers,
okay,
2002, 2003, somewhere in there.
All right, I see that. So we host in the next one. So
yeah,
we're gonna take that friendly whistle all day.
We also get flag football in 2028 when it comes here.
We're hosting here with flag.
Yep.
That's gonna be dope to watch.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the 3-on-3 basketball stuff?
I haven't. No.
Seen some of it.
It's way different, right?
Super different.
Obviously way different.
Yeah, Jimmer Verdette is playing it. Getting some good shots too.
So why is it different? I know why it's different because of the floor spacing and all that.
Yeah.
But why aren't we sending NBA players to that?
Good question. And I think that this question has been asked by NBA players as well, or former USA basketball players too.
This is an honest question. I don't know. Because I've never watched the 3-on-3.
I mean, it is a different game, right? You're clearing shit. You're taking it out everything on the top of the key. So it's different. It's 3-on-3, so you got a lot more space on the floor, even though it's half court.
Yeah, why the fuck aren't we sending...
I'm sure that the NBA players would play better than that.
Why the fuck aren't we sending Jay Rich in the big 3,
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. Or even are there people that play in the big 3, I wonder, that are in the...
Yeah, but send Jay Rich.
Yeah. Send Escalade. Yeah, that's a legitimate question. Most likely the real answer, they can't get him to fucking do it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It's 3-on-3. It's Jimmer's last chance to shine, so.
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing. You walk...
You're on the boat for USA basketball, and you're like, oh, you're on the team? Yeah, we're on the 3-on-3s. Fuck you. Oh, that shit is funny.
Got Russell Wilson, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he could play. Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook out there.
Just dominate. And he would dominate a fucking 3-on-3
I know,
game.
right?
There's no way you could guard him. You could put all 3 people.
Him, Harden, and who else is fun but Chris Paul. Fun,
Yeah.
but can't ever win a fucking championship.
Yeah, and then he'll get a gold medal. And well, he has a gold medal. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he does. He does.
I do want to set the record straight on something that we got a comment for last
Yes, please.
episode. Someone was talking shit about LeBron not being the best player on any Olympic team. I'm going to say this. LeBron has been the best player on every single team he's ever been on in the history
Of teams.
of teams.
Team sports.
Because he's the GOAT. But he has not been the best player in those Olympics on that USA team. Yes, he has all the talent in the world. He is the best player for sure. But he has not been the best player. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
You're talking about past Olympics or this Olympics? Both?
Past Olympics.
Because this one, I think,
I think there's more.
I think that light is shining on him a little bit more now.
I think he's got full control of the team, and he is the orchestrator
Yep.
of the whole thing. So in this one,
And you could
I'm going to
see
give
it
that to you.
at the end of this game, too. And he's done it at the end of every game, I'm sure. And I think I've seen him do it a couple times. But they won. They're all hyped. Steph is fucking, headbutting him and shit. And he's like, all right, everybody come down and get in the circle. We got one more. This shit ain't over. Like, and everybody is listening to him.
Yeah.
And then when they interview people, like, who's the best on Team USA? Ain't nobody on that squad saying shit else about LeBron James.
Yeah. He's the best player. He's been the best player on every single team, but he has not been the best player. Carmelo Anthony,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant. He has never once led USA basketball in points.
Yeah,
This
Kevin
season
Durant
might
is-
be
yeah.
a little bit different,
Yeah.
but he's never been the points per
No, I
game
still-
leader
Yeah, I still
in
think that's
any
correct.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony had far more than him, and Kevin Durant's going to have more than him.
Yeah. Kevin Durant just passed it up last game, and now he was playing a little tentative. And this one only had 6 points until that fucking dagger at the end.
That's crazy. He only had 6.
I know. Steph is going off, though, so he crazy first
Let him
quarter.
cook. Let him cook.
Kind of chilled, and then went off in the fourth again.
Yep.
I love that shit. Everybody in the world getting their Steph moment. I imagine it's like me rooting for LeBron.
Yep.
They're like, fuck, this dude's nice, so good. He fucking hit the game-winning 3. So,
Without question, the 2024 team is the best basketball team ever assembled, other than the 15-16 Warriors.
yeah, yes, I'll agree with you there. This team has 2 of those Warriors on it, right?
Yes.
The best ones.
Yes.
Sorry, Draymond.
Shot at you, Clay.
So, we mentioned we haven't seen each other in a couple weeks here. It's because Joey has been traipsing around the East Coast, Mid-East. But everything
Full
past
East
Arizona,
Coast.
people say is fucking Midwest until you get to New York. Have you noticed that?
It's basically the coast the whole time, except for West Virginia.
Okay, so tell us about your trip. What'd you do? What'd you
All
hear?
right. So, prefacing all this, and I guess this will help answer some questions about Portland for the people who.
Yes, there were some comments about Portland.
Portland was not that bad. And if you thought Portland was bad, go to San Francisco.
Yeah.
You'll be like, this is the
Portland's not
greatest
that
city ever. Went to DC, flew in, got in at like 4 p.m.
You fly into DC.
Fly into DC at like 4 p.m. We drop our stuff off at the airport, and we're immediately going to a Nationals game over there. Like, get off the plane, we dropped our stuff off, and boom, right
So you
over.
hit the hotel just to fucking throw your shit away.
Just to throw our shit down.
And you're at
Well,
the Nats game.
It just so happened to be happy hour at Embassy Suites, so we also got a couple drinks, and then we
We've talked about this, guys. You have to do this.
have to do it. So that was the first night that we're there. Then we went and did like the White House tour, Capitol tour, Supreme Court.
How was
did
the
all
White
this.
House tour? Did you get to see Joe?
Didn't get to see Joe. They said he was sleeping.
Which is why Kamala's running.
The White House was cool. I mean, it's a lot smaller than you would imagine.
Really?
Cool. It was cool seeing it though. Like, it was cool to stand in front of the White
Do
House.
you get
for
to
sure.
go in anymore, or
Yeah, we went in.
okay?
Yeah, we did the whole first floor. Got to see like the green room, blue room, red room.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Literally the rooms, everything in them is blue, green, red. Like
Why?
just the whole rooms are red. Like all the decor
So I get
matches that.
Republicans, Democrats, but what's the green one about? It's for the neutral people.
Yeah.
The
Green Party. Well, they're just tiny little like sitting rooms. Like
Okay.
you can't fit more than like if you were actually sitting down, not like touring through, probably like 15 people at most.
The halls of power right there.
Yeah.
Where probably a lot of our lives were decided.
Yeah. Got to see like some cool paintings in there, like the one of like Lincoln, the JFK, all their presidential portraits.
that's
Very cool.
Didn't Trump take Obama's down? His back up?
Well, no. So
Oh, okay.
I thought that was funny. We go through, and that they got pictures of everyone.
Yeah.
All the players are there. You would have
Both Bushes.
you'd have no idea that Trump was ever president. There's nothing.
Really?
I think because they had like a bunch of like, what the fuck do you call them? Like
Those
picture
things.
frames.
Yeah.
With like different like, all right, in this hallway, like, here's a whole bunch of pictures of
That's
like
dope.
different presidents in that hallway.
In that same place. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Very cool. I think there's one picture of Trump like buried deep. It was the smallest picture of Hall, but like his presidential portrait was not up. Obama's was obviously,
They
and
put that one in his place.
so I will say I did not like his presidential portrait, Obama's specifically. It's the only one that looks different, like completely, like
No, different than him. Or different than all of the rest.
just like different style. Like everything else is like painted as beautiful.
It's all
like,
airbrush and shit.
His is like a white background, and it looks like a picture rather than a portrait. Like it looks like someone just
It's
took
like
a picture and like
realistic though.
yeah. So I don't know. It's not my style, but whatever. It was cool. Supreme Court. It was just long, like kind of tiresome. Like yeah, it's like
Do you get to go into courtrooms and shit?
yeah, you get to sit where the Supreme Court's the justices sit.
You get to sit there?
Not in their seats, but like in the
Oh, in the pews,
Audience,
like that.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you're watching a case or something. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
the coolest thing we did though, Capitol tour.
Okay.
Really cool. That building's beautiful. Like
Oh, the Capitol building. Got it.
Capitol building. And so when we were in line for the White House, there's someone behind us that worked for the White House or whatever.
Oh, nice.
And we had asked her to take a picture, the family and stuff. And
Yeah.
her and Taylor just got to talking. And she's like, hey, if you get a chance, like contact your representative. You may not be able to make it in time, but ask for gallery passes for the House of Representatives.
Well, how the fuck?
So Taylor immediately
Yeah.
messaged him and was like, and yeah, sure enough, we got these passes.
Did she have to look him up, or she knew who it was,
So-
and then had the email already?
So this is
She's done this before.
yeah, that's how you get the White House tour. Like you just have to send a message to your
to your
congressperson.
okay.
And all your tours are free. They set up the times for you.
Oh shit.
Done. So she reached out to him.
She already
like,
had it then. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on over to my office, and we're just talking to the aide, of course.
Yeah.
Come over to my office. It's in this building, and you literally just go down this hall, and as you're walking by, it's just door after door of different representatives' offices.
Holy shit! Like live actions happening.
Yeah. So we go in, we get the passes,
Yeah.
we go back to the Capitol, and we literally got to sit in on the House of Representatives in session, arguing back and forth, and they were going over immigration.
Did you see
so it was
Marjorie
heated.
Green?
I did. I swear to God.
That bitch is crazy.
So that was, I think it was super eye opening of like, I understand like why nothing gets done in
Oh,
Congress
God, yeah.
and a huge broken part. So I had always had this thought that, as the Congress people are talking or the senators, they're talking, they're giving their speeches that end up on TV.
Yeah.
That the whole thing is filled up with people.
Nobody gives a shit, right?
There's like 6 people on either side. Everyone else are in like little conference rooms all around the area. No one's fucking paying attention to anyone talking.
Yep.
And they're giving like these like passionate speeches. Not one fucking person is listening.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck. And these are the speeches that I was watching the news later that night. These fucking speeches are up there. Like,
Right.
no one gives a fuck. Like, everyone's on their phone.
So they're not even hearing the other thing. Except if you really, really give a fuck, then you're in there like talking shit to Marjorie, right? Right? And you're usually up on that side. You're part of the committee.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. That was one of my favorite parts of the whole thing.
How
Is to
long
actually
does that last? Like, how long did you get to do that for? As long as you wanted, or
as long as you wanted.
how long did you last?
We only watched it for like 20, 30 minutes because we had the kids.
Yeah,
They're not
That's-
interested
that's way longer than I would have
Yeah.
expected.
because you have to be silent. Like, you're in the fucking room with these people. Like, that's crazy. But the passes are good for a year. Like,
Oh,
you
you're
can
back.
go in anytime you want. Like, anytime you want, you can just say, "Here's my pass," and go and
Pop
watch.
in and check it out.
Yeah. Same with Supreme Court. They have less seats though, so they run out a little bit faster.
That's hella cool. I never knew that.
Yeah.
We were gonna plan a trip. We'll see who wins the election. Yeah, I want to get out there. Okay, so that's the first part. You would then go to somewhere else, right?
Went to West Virginia.
West Virginia.
So my dad has some property out there. Got a lake on his property, so we did just lots of fishing, lots of
Oh,
relaxing.
hell yeah.
Did like a family reunion type of thing.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Kids enjoyed that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like the fishing.
Wide open spaces, just
Yeah.
running around, grabbing frogs and shit.
So Camille, she's fishing, and she like throws out her line, and it like got snagged up into a tree, and like the line falls into like the tulies.
Okay.
Fucking frog, right on it. She hooked into a frog.
It happens. You got to break a couple eggs and make omelets.
It was awesome though.
Did you unhook it, or what did you do? You know,
Yeah.
You ate it?
No, fucking.
You got it, that bitch.
So after that, we went to, we went through Virginia. We did like a caverns trip. We were trying to go to Monticello, which is Thomas Jefferson's house.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home.
As we're in line for the tour, lightning, thunder, they cancel all tours. Like, fuck. So then we went to Chapel Hill in North Carolina to stay the night. Toured. We got to do the UNC basketball Hall of Fame.
Nice.
That was really cool. Or museum, not Hall of Fame. Just got to see like Michael Jordan stuff. Like,
Yeah.
very cool.
Did Vince Carter go to UNC too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think so.
You were just there.
Yeah, no, and that's now I'm pausing because I don't remember seeing him there.
Did you go to Duke or something? Fuck, I don't know. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Think.
Did he go right out of high school?
No, he did not. I know that for sure.
So then we went to the beach of North Carolina, right next to Myrtle Beach, like north of Myrtle Beach, because
Hot?
hot, humid. It was like 90 degrees,
Fuck.
100% humidity,
Fuck.
but the ocean was like 85 degrees.
Oh, nice.
Incredible.
Yeah. So you actually get to go in, unlike here.
Yeah.
If you go in, you're
just
nuts go up to
walking.
your fucking neck. You gotta have a wetsuit to go in the water in San Francisco.
So we kids are there, we're staying with family, and my dad was already coming down because they had a tournament going on, family
Oh, okay.
like tournament going on. So this tournament,
Wait, your dad's coming down now to this.
he drove with us down to drop us off, and then he has family, I have family too,
Yeah.
about a half hour away.
Okay.
And it was his birthday, and he had set up like this huge tournament, and this tournament consisted of one game of bowling, not like 3 games or anything.
Okay.
One game, very similar to the tournament that we played.
Yes.
Then the next event was pool. You get
Bowling first.
bowling first,
Okay.
and again, one game.
One game.
No warm-ups.
Oh, shit. Nobody gets to throw a ball before.
No one gets to throw a ball before. Then the next game was pool. You set up 4 balls,
Okay.
and it's
Like
however
in a-
many.
in a diamond?
Yeah,
Okay.
4 in a diamond. However many it takes to get all the balls in.
Okay.
That's your score.
You had a break too?
Yep.
Okay.
So then after that, you go do 9 holes of golf,
9 holes. Okay.
and it's a 4-person scramble. So everything's individual except for golf, which you're a team.
And that is like a ranking that you get in the whole baseball ranking of it all?
Yeah, so you get points based, and there's like 20 of us. So it's a huge tournament. And then you end with beer pong. And it's just a tournament 1-on-1.
Throw beer pong.
Yep.
We play actual beer pong, but
Yeah, 1-on-1 beer pong tournament, bracket style, all the way to the end.
and full game, full rack.
6.
Okay.
6 instead of the full 10.
You crazy fuckers would do a full rack.
Yeah.
6 is pretty. Okay, so what'd you place?
So in bowling, I finished 7th. 6th or 7th.
Respectable.
Not bad. Pool, I got 4th.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad, I don't know, I felt bad for him. So on the break, he got 2 in. Makes his next shot, no problem. He has an easy one for his last one.
And misses.
He didn't miss. He just tapped it too soft.
Oh, did he go in?
So he got 2nd place because of that, or else he'd have been 1st. So I finished 4th in pool, 2nd in golf. So
2nd in golf.
2nd in golf.
He gets
as a
scrambled.
team.
I got
As a team.
you. I got you.
Because there's only 5 teams.
Okay.
2nd out of. So then we get to beer pong. And at this time, I'm ranked 3rd overall.
Okay.
4th overall. My dad is ranked 5th overall.
So could you possibly get first if you win the
Yeah.
whole thing? Okay. Yeah.
Because the points were like
Neck
real
and neck.
tight. Real tight. So the top 10 people had a chance to win the whole thing. You just had to win. So I'm looking at like my bracket and I'm like, I'm fucking
Smoke these motherfuckers.
I'm solid at beer pong. So I'm like, all right, I know I'm going to be in the championship. I'm cocky like that. I knew for a fact I'd be.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking
Wait,
at
did
the
you
other
have to go through 6 rounds? Or how many rounds did you have to go through of 6 beers? Wasn't full beers, of course. We're talking beer pong.
I think it was 5 rounds total.
So
for me
maybe
to get
actually
there.
6 full beers
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't drink a lot because I knew I wasn't. I knew I wasn't going to be drinking a lot.
I guess if you just are really good, you probably wouldn't drink much.
Right.
Or any.
So sure enough, I get all the way to the championship round.
Okay.
And my dad goes all the way to the championship round. He was in the...
So it's you versus your pops?
Me versus my dad. However we finish this game is how the standings work out. Yeah. So I beat my dad. Took the championship.
Hell yeah.
Got the trophy and all to show it.
Hell yeah. You think you let you win?
Fuck no. That is not
An
the type.
emphatic fuck no.
That is not the type of guy my dad is.
Neither are you, apparently.
No, neither am I. And I knew that too. So I had finished out. They played it a weird way. I didn't like it.
Mm.
Every single throw you could re-rack.
Oh.
I didn't like
well,
it.
I mean, you'd use that as your advantage, I guess.
So I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hit that front cup every single time.
Yeah, just put it.
So I just dialed in my shot to make that front cup, and then you just re-rack
Rack
it
it every
on
time.
Every single one, you're still hitting the same spot, which is why I did not like it.
Yeah.
6 cups, max 1 re-rack, in my opinion. But
I go 2.
every single game, so the 4 games prior to the one getting to my dad's,
Yeah.
I got it down to 2 cups, and you do them like back to back like this, right?
Obviously.
Every single time I hit him 1-2, like with the next 2 shots. Nailed it. Get to my dad, same spot.
Yeah.
I fucking make the first one, missed the second one, and I was like,
Oh shit, I'm done.
yeah. I was like, fuck, that's like an omen. I'm done.
Is it?
And then he fucking missed the next 2, so I was like, I know I'm making one of these.
I'll give you another shot. Hell yeah. So you go out there, you have a great time on the East Coast, win a championship.
Yep.
Now it's time to come home.
Yep.
What goes down then?
Yeah, so I just came home on Tuesday. Right now it's Thursday, the 8th. Hurricane Debbie was working its way up. We saw this like 4 or 5 days out of our travel day. I'm like, it's only gonna be like a level 1, like it's not gonna touch us.
It'll be fine.
And then just like as it was progressing closer and closer and closer, like we knew it wasn't gonna be a hurricane, but the tropical storm was gonna start hitting us.
Okay.
And as we're watching, it's like, I think we're good.
Yeah.
And then like 2 hours later, it's like, shit, I think our flight's gonna get canceled. I was okay with our flight getting canceled because we're there with family on the fucking beach. It's all good.
Yeah,
and
sure.
everyone I work with is on the East Coast, so they know that's a legit reason
Absolutely.
to not make my flight back home. So, but I'm not going to like cancel my flight prematurely because
Yeah.
they can also see that, hey, motherfucker, like,
You get
flights weren't going out. So
So you're praying for the worst.
yeah, praying for the worst. I'm like, just let all the flights get canceled. And I'm gonna stay here for another week.
No, that puts a different swing on things. I thought you were like upset you were couldn't.
No, I was good with it. Well, I was good with it. However, the other part of that is like you got to think like custody issues because I
Oh.
was like, ah, fuck, like I need to get the kids home.
Oh yeah, you just had him for fucking
2 weeks, which
yeah.
is the max that our custody agreement allows is to be away for 2 weeks.
I'm sure she would have understood in that situation. Like,
But you can't.
this is act of God.
But you can't be the person to cancel the flight. Like you need.
True.
You need Southwest
Okay.
to be that guy.
Okay. All good points.
So, day before, it's like, I'm saying it, it's 50-50.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
Yeah.
And the hours leading up to it. So our flight's at 11.
Yeah.
We need to leave the house at 8.
Yep.
We're watching it all morning. And I'm like, fuck, like,
Yeah, we're not getting out.
there's no way we're going to get out. So we start driving. It's pouring rain. Pouring rain. There's not a lot of wind, just pouring rain. Gust of like 35. They cancel flights at 40. It's all good. If we get canceled or on our way there, the roads are flooded, we just turn around. It's all good.
Yeah.
I just need a reason to be able to give to work. I need a reason to be able to give to a judge. Like,
You're like, I'm showing the GPS on this bitch.
I just need a reason to say I can't come home. So we're driving through. Everything's flooded, but it's not like flooded enough to like turn around.
Yeah.
So get to the airport. We're sitting down waiting to board the plane. And we're sitting there watching just lightning,
Oh, shit.
thunder. It's raining so hard, I can't see the plane outside the window.
Holy shit.
It is pouring. So they called it a monsoon. We were in a tornado watch, a tropical storm watch.
and monsoon.
But as we're watching this, I'm seeing all of the other flights get canceled.
Ding, ding.
So Taylor goes up to talk to the person at the gate. Like, hey, what are the odds that we're getting out of there? And she's like, well, everything got canceled for the rest of the day. But we're still going to board your plane. And she's like,
What are you talking about?
would you? And she's like, I don't know. So, and Taylor is not a big fan of flying. So this
And
is
flying
just-
in these conditions.
this is just like leveled it up. And she's like, so what do we do? And I was like, I can't be the one to cancel. Like,
You can say.
and so I told her,
These kids.
I was like, listen, if you want to stay, like, I totally understand, but like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So we're boarding the plane, and you can tell, like, everyone's talking, like,
You're like,
we're
what
really
are we
getting
doing?
we're really getting on this fucking plane. Like, nothing. People are going up to cancel their flights. Like, people that
Oh, they're walking up.
they're like, yeah, I'm not
fuck all
fucking doing
that.
this because it's still pouring lightning thunder like crazy, like every 3 seconds.
Did they give you any reason or excuse why they thought it was okay to still take off with that flight? Or is this the one that was coming up next that wasn't canceled? Or
So what they said was, and I think it's a shit answer, but
Sure.
apparently this flight is the only connecting flight for like the next 2 days.
Oh,
so they
shit.
really wanted to get these people out because we went to Tennessee,
Yeah. I get you.
and I guess they had like a small opening that they got
It's
out.
only 38 mile an hour ones.
You're just waiting for the flags to like
Yeah, fuck.
dip down a little bit, like throttle. So yeah, it was up until the
So this is why when I was talking to Taylor earlier, she said sketchy as fuck. All I can tell you.
even on the plane, like the windows, like they're not just like getting like rain on them, like they're flooding down. Like
my
it's like a river.
You just see a veil of
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. So we're like, as we're on the plane, as we're taxiing, we're like, any second now we're gonna turn this bitch around. And her stepdad who dropped us off, we're just like, just hang on for a minute, like
chill.
we're gonna be there. And they're like, all right, you're clear for takeoff. And I'm like,
why?
who the fuck okayed this? And we throttled down and we got up. And
Once you got past the weather, it was fine. Probably.
honestly, it wasn't even bad.
Oh.
I don't know how that works. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe what I was expecting was just so much worse that even the bad shit was just like,
it was a couple little bit of turbulence and.
I didn't even drop out of the sky once. Like,
Okay. All right. So overall, crazy experience. You did get out. You did get home.
yep.
Got the kids home.
Got the kids
You
home.
got to work on time.
Yep.
Probably a little stressed in the process, but everything worked out.
Yep. Yeah. Great trip. Like, would fucking do it all over again. North Carolina, the beaches of North Carolina, I'll be doing that like as much as possible.
Oh, yeah?
It was great. Yeah.
How long is the flight out if you go there direct?
It's like 5.5.
Okay.
Not bad though, because the flight out there, we went to Kansas City, which is only 3 hours,
Yeah.
and then it was just like an hour 45.
Yeah, it's
and
perfect. Breaks it right up.
Nashville is where we came on the way back. Cool fucking stop. They have live music in every fucking bar.
Yep.
Great food is awesome.
Nashville, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yes.
Very bad.
Yeah.
It was one of the things she was talking about for possibly March, like when the kids are on vacation.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. Let's
go.
go without the kids.
Oh yeah. Just figured that'd make it easier for the grandparents.
That's true. That's very true. They don't have to take them to school or pick them up from school.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll make a phone call.
I'll wait.
We're actually going to be going on a small trip for our anniversary. We didn't start the clock over.
Nice.
It'll be our 15-year wedding anniversary. And we're going to Wine and Roses, the place where we got married.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just one night. I dropped the kids off at my parents in Manteca and then head over to Lodi. It's fucking an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
But the place we got married. So. And she doesn't watch this podcast, so I do have a special gift for her, but she'll never know.
So what is it?
I won't go that far, just in case. She's just telling me she's not watching. Because Taylor will fucking tell. She doesn't watch it.
Yes. Watch this. I always think that anniversary gifts are interesting because
Yeah.
I don't know what to get. I'm so fucking bad
I'm
with
bad
gifts.
too. I'm not necessarily a gift, but definitely anniversary gifts. I'm terrible.
I'm terrible at it. Like, I don't know if I just like don't pick up on cues of like I want this or I want that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or if it's like Taylor just doesn't say I want this or that, because I don't think she does, but like am I fucking just totally missing the cues for it? Because she'll come up with like things that I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely said I wanted that like 14 months ago.
Yeah, like, I don't remember.
I can't
But
believe
I
it.
do want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I did want that. I believe that I said that I wanted that.
I don't think you're revealing anything here that our wives are more attentive than we are. Don't think that's a huge gotcha moment. Yeah, I think the 15 years is supposed to be a big thing from what I hear. Oh, hey Siri, what is the 15-year anniversary gift supposed to be? There's like ones that you're supposed to get. Hey Siri, what's a 15-year anniversary gift supposed to be? I was gonna say diamonds. Fuck.
Every year's diamonds.
Crystal. The traditional 15-year anniversary gift is crystal, which represents the clarity, transparency, and solidity required for a successful relationship. All right. Well, she's gonna have to
Get a bottle of Cristal.
She's gonna have to be okay with diamonds. So yeah, going to Wine and Roses. We were gonna try to plan something like a one day out of town somewhere, and maybe like go to Nashville or something. But for one fucking day, hey, I'll leave on the red eye and then be tired all the time. We're old now. We can't. I could do it. She just didn't want it. But then I was supposed to hop over to there's a Medicare event in Pachanga. It's a casino. In
You made up that name.
I did not. It's real. Look it up. You won't know how to spell it, and you'll think I made it up. But it's got the Pachanga Casino in Temecula.
Okay.
And they do this thing called the Senior Summit, where a bunch of the carriers and FMOs and stuff go. I was going to go there and try to sling my software,
Nice.
but I don't think it's going to work out. So I'll be here that week.
My buddy lives in
Slinging
Temecula. I want to go try it.
Really?
Yeah.
Where at? Like, do you know where in the town or just in Temecula?
No idea.
It's a pretty big place.
Huge wine area.
Yeah, huge fucking wine area. For down south, it's good wine.
Yeah.
Not as good as up here, obviously. But
Definitely saw that it being in other states. So I try to always get beer, coffee, and wine in every state that I go to.
you see a lot of Napa wine there?
A lot. So one of the biggest ones in Nashville.
Michael David, huh?
Yeah.
I know. Huge on the East Coast.
Huge.
I found them there at a fucking wine bar in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I was like, this is really good. What is this? She goes, oh, it's this place called this. I'm like, this is fucking 15 minutes from my house. Great wine.
I went to this. Oh, fuck. Great store. Lowe's. It's a grocery store.
Oh, not Lowe's, the hardware store.
No,
from
no.
the West Coast.
Grocery store.
Okay.
In North Carolina. I don't know if they're in other states, but smaller than a Safeway.
Okay.
But not by a lot.
CVS type of vibe?
No. Safeway
Rite Aid?
type vibes.
Target?
It's like a miniature Safeway,
Got it.
but they have a bar in the center. Swear to God. So
What a way to increase revenue on all sides. I mean, you're going to buy way more shit. When you
yeah. So me and Taylor's stepdad, he's like, oh, we'll run to the store and we'll grab a beer. And I was like, cool. Like, where do you want to stop to get a beer? And he's like, no. Same place. And I was like,
Oh, wait. Are you just going to crack open a beer in the aisle? We're going to fucking drink?
like, this place is awesome. No, sure enough.
I would have done that too. By the way.
Sure enough, there's a bar right in the middle.
Full service, like bar?
$6 beers.
Okay.
And they've got them from kind of all over. So I got one from North Carolina. Great beer. He gets beer. We're sitting there drinking with the bartender. You cannot tip, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Sucks
if
for him.
they're paying, right? They could be paying him well, right?
Yep. So we're drinking, and some lady comes up. She orders wine, but that wine is not there for the bar. It's for her to walk around and shop. So she's walking around with a glass of wine.
This is amazing.
But they had a huge stand-up, like a huge display for Misfits and Mavens, which is one of Michael David's.
Yes.
But that's you wouldn't find that even in our Safeway.
No, I don't think you would. I mean, you'd find a bottle of Michael David in the wine section for sure.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have like a huge display.
Yeah, usually it's like freak show. But this one was like the Misfits and Mavens. Misfits and Mavens.
Yeah, that shit's good too. Isn't that the one that do the petite?
Yeah.
Yeah, petite Syrah, petite Bordeaux. Yeah,
I like
shit
that.
is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember still. We gotta get over there.
Yeah, let's go. I love that place.
Hey,
we never go, but
I gotta go to
great.
Stockton after this. I can make a slight detour.
you know what's really good out there too? Place called 5 Window Brewing.
5 Window Brewing. Okay. Would we know it out here? Can we get some stuff out here? Or what do
No.
you think? No. Okay.
It's not even the beer that's good. Like the beer's good. They have a pizza spot in there.
Yeah.
So you order all your pizza from there.
I'm liking the combinations over here.
Yeah.
So we need to go fuck a Taco Bell KFC. Give me a bar grocery any day.
Yeah, so-
That's the intro.
But yeah, that grocery store with the bar was fantastic.
Sick.
Yeah.
You know how much beef jerky I'd buy if you let me drink a bottle of wine now I'm buying it? Oh, they must do. Is that like a normal thing, or is this a specialty place that only that place does it, or
I
they're a
couldn't.
chain, or?
Yeah, they're a huge chain out
Okay,
there.
then they probably have bars.
Yeah, I'm sure they have bars everywhere. Fantastic. Loved it. I actually really like North Carolina a lot. I like North Carolina a lot more than I think I was expecting to.
It's kind of lush out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Even during the summer too, because of the humidity and the yeah.
Beautiful. Home prices are crazy cheap.
I know we could buy 2.
Like if you wanted a really, really, really solid house out there, 600. A half mile from the beach.
How many square feet?
22, 23. Yeah. For 6.
Half mile from the beach. All right.
And this was like a resort town. That's what I felt like.
Okay.
But
A lot of tourism there in general, right? Or
in general, yeah, it wasn't very touristy, but you could tell it was old money.
Oh, okay.
Like this is where they've been going for like generations to this beach.
It's a plantation one.
So
That face.
you could tell there was like a style out there, and it's like a style that I'm not a fan of. It was like all the polo wearing, like white short,
Yeah.
dude, like fucking
dress fun
douchebags.
white
dude,
dude.
absolutely.
You wear the polo right now. It rubbed off.
I've even got the fucking khakis and white shoes on.
He's been out there for too long.
I am coming from work, so like, this is not my
Our
normal.
last cast, I was wearing a similar getup, so don't judge.
Yeah, no, you could tell. Like, if you've ever seen like Outer Banks on Netflix,
I have.
it was all like the douchebag guys on there.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the whole town
Yeah.
looked like. Like, no one was local. Like, everyone was coming in from wherever the fuck they come from.
How is the diversity out there?
I mean, you'd have like
Quiet.
you'd have like super pale guys, then you have like some sunburned guys.
It runs the gamut between red, orange, and white.
Yeah, it was not very diverse.
Yeah, yeah.
Less diverse than this podcast. That's for sure.
People don't know my last name is Valenzuela, so this podcast is actually diverse. Only one of us truly belongs to the Aryan nation.
Whoa.
And somebody
have
will
blue
cut
eyes.
that out of context, I'm sure.
I don't have any blue eyes.
That's true. That's true. Your blood has been sullied. What you got? You got something on Olympics? Did you watch any Olympics besides?
I don't know who the fuck raced, but that 400 meter,
The Lyles one, or the one that beat him by a lot, or just won by a
the guy
But-
that was in like 4th or 5th place that just gutted out the last
Oh yeah, I saw that.
quarter lap.
It looked
to
like it was
fucking win it.
hurting him
Yep.
to try to move faster, but he was like, I don't care.
Dude's a legend.
Yeah, dude. And
Yeah.
won by like a slimmest of margins, but won. So
Yeah. That was sick.
that's
I like
USA
that.
too, right?
Yeah, USA.
One of the first schools in track and field, I think, or in running specifically, in a very long time.
Yep.
Why aren't we good at that shit? Seems like we have some pretty good athletes.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about track.
It's because all of our
There's
good
no money
athletes
in
go.
track.
Yeah. All of our good guys go to other stuff.
It's true.
Like, I just wish that one generation we'd say, hey, we're not going to do football. We're not going to do basketball. We're going to be fucking great at soccer for a
Oh my
whole
God.
generation.
Yeah. Because historically, U.S. is terrible. I'm not terrible. Well, maybe terrible compared to the world. But all these famous soccer players always come over here to retire, which is cool. We get to see them as they're
Yeah, Messi's over here right now.
fucking everybody up, and he
Yep.
shouldn't be playing anymore. Beckham was the first, I think, to do it, right?
Yep.
With the L.A.
Galaxy.
Galaxy, the
Yep.
Galaxy. And they gave him a shit ton of money to do that, right?
Yep.
Kind of like we're trying to steal other people's athletes
Right.
by giving them a shitload of money. Sounds like the NBA. Oh, I couldn't believe how close that fucking game was still. I hate that people are going to hate because we won that game, and like the camaraderie that just got built right now is amazing between these
Yep.
guys. Kevin wants to come back. I'm telling you. Kevin wants to come back right now.
Bring it.
Let's go.
Lost out on Laurie Mickelson.
Yep. Yep.
He just signed like that 5-year, like nearly $300 million fucking dollar
That's
contract.
fucking crazy how much money's there now.
For he's good.
He's good.
That's good. That's it though.
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah.
But that's it. He's just good.
Well, I think Michael Jordan made maybe like $100 million his entire career.
Yeah.
Now he makes like a fucking $1 billion a day selling these fucking things.
I own Fit Cam. What are you wearing today? We need a shoe cam down here.
We can have one. That gets us. Zoom in. We both have. Those aren't.
These are
Jordans.
not
They
Jordans.
kind of look like Jordans. Would you not own a pair of Jordans?
I've never owned a pair of Jordans.
These are you own a pair of LeBrons?
I don't. No.
Okay. I own a couple pairs of Steph's. I've always liked his shoe.
How about growing up? What'd you wear?
Growing up, I wore Snikes. They were KB Choice. They had a whoosh on them, not a screw. It was two of them. Yeah, so I didn't have nice shit, but I did have some like Nike Airs. Like I remember one Christmas, Pops was getting better at the sales game, and it was like I got a bomber jacket.
Hell
and some of the Nike with that said Air on the side of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
I was into the pumps and shit like that too. You know the ones you pump up. So that was always dope.
I think the coolest ones I ever had. I had a pair of AIs. Those were sick.
AIs, yeah. I did too.
And then the T-Max, the white ones, the blue, like
I remember
swooshes
that.
over to the side.
Yeah, I didn't ever have a pair, but I remember those.
And then, because I lived up in like the Sacramento area,
Yeah.
like at that like middle school age when we started wearing those.
This with some bullshit.
Yeah. Wearing some Dada Supremes because Chris Webber was out there. Remember?
Yeah, we got sponsored by Don, right? It was his shoe shit. Was that
wearing the
his
spinners.
company or
I
no?
didn't wear the spinners.
Dude, the spinners
I
were
didn't wear the
dope,
spinners, but
They spinning. I remember that shit. I never had a pair either, but I had some friends that
yeah, I didn't wear the spinners, but I had a different pair of Dada
some
Supremes.
Dada Supremes on Joey. I can't even picture it.
I'm gonna order them right now.
They were a dope shoe too. I like the style of the actual shoe as well.
The vinyl.
Yeah. I never had a pair of those. I actually can't remember. Like, I don't think I was necessarily that much into shoes. I still kind of aren't. These are my first pair of Jordans. I've owned them 40 fucking two. I'm about to be 42.
Yeah, I'm not a shoe guy at all. Like, I had a pair here and there, but
I respect people that are. Like, I know a lot of people that are, but
yeah,
like, these have creases in them already.
yeah. Some guy out there is just freaking.
I know.
the fuck
Yeah, I'm
out
sure
right
you're
now.
freaking the fuck out about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My feet are not of the such that I can just walk like a fucking penguin. And I do know, like, I have a good friend. He's a neighbor, and he says he doesn't do it anymore, but his shoes are always pristine, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess there's devices you can put inside of them to get rid of them afterwards.
Huh.
This makes sense, like a shoehorn or some shit.
Yeah, like the.
Yeah, that wooden thing
Yeah.
that you put in dress shoes for your fucking. And like they're expensive, like, but they're not crazy. Like I thought they were. Gonna be, it's like $120. It's like nothing.
Oh yeah.
Like my Steph's are 180,
Yeah.
and those things. The only thing I hate about Steph shoes, I love everything about them, except for they constantly, like, pop or click.
Mm.
So it's something like in the rubber of the soles after you play in them for a while, that when you're walking, it just goes.
Ooh, I wouldn't like that either.
And
You just got a pair of LeBrons.
You don't miss. That is the last fucking thing. I had trouble putting these on. And they're MJs. The LeBron shoes there are some cool shit out there they put.
They're good for like basketball shoes, right?
For sure.
I hear that they're like a top.
Yeah, they have like this weird kind of, the heel and the thing in the back is not cut out enough so it doesn't really irritate you or bother you. It just locks your heel in.
Interesting.
I've never worn it, but I think I might, like, if me putting on a cross, I might set a flame.
Burning your feet off. Tear another Achilles real quick.
Just fuck up my left one instantly. And it has gotten a little bit hot in the studio today, so sorry if you see us sweating a little bit.
It is warm in here.
It has gotten warm. But hey, you can't always be comfortable, right? If you want to push your comfort limits and sweat on camera, spill your drink all over yourself. Sometimes you got to get a little hot in the kitchen.
So, we've talked for the last couple weeks that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Politics.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, so we had some very interesting takes, I think, when Kamala first came out and announced her candidacy. She just recently announced her VP, Walz, who I love that fucking guy. I wanna have a beer with him. I wanna play tackle football. I wanna watch him like pet a kitten while I look at him.
Hey down.
Naked. Come on, Tim. He's like a fucking walking contradiction. just military man, school teacher.
You know what's great is that they're the same
Championship
age.
coach. They're the exact same age. He looks like he's 90, but still incredibly lucid He's all those things, and then he also helped like a chapter of the trans gay community in the school, start a club and get an alliance. Like he's just a legit walking contradiction. Everything about him says I should be a Republican, but he is a very hardcore liberal.
Yeah.
And in a state that's traditionally not necessarily that way. So, and the amount of stuff that he's gotten accomplished with a minority like that, like he's an actual operator inside legislation. Like he can do shit.
Yeah.
So I liked him. I had no idea the amount of money that they were going to raise. $310 million in one.
Right.
That's amazing records.
Yeah.
It seems like the base is more activated, and now you got Swifties involved,
Yeah.
which is what, 50 million?
Yeah. Yep.
So I didn't honestly think that she could win before. I do think she can actually do it now.
I think that there's a honeymoon period right now.
There is, and it's at the perfect time.
Well, I think it's going to wear off, and she has to do some things to correct it.
Yeah,
She's on a super high.
super high.
I think she made a good pick
Yep,
in her vice
that
president.
just jumped it up.
I think it was a good pick.
Oh, white guy too. Like,
Yeah. But she needs to interview. She needs to answer
she
questions.
needs to interview for sure. She needs to debate. That debate on the 10th is going to tell us a lot. I believe that Don J has agreed to do that now.
Okay.
So that one on
I don't think I saw
ABC
that.
on the 10th should happen, and they I think are in negotiations to debate twice more.
I think they're trying to get 3 on the books.
3 on the books. It's going to be like the first one, which is MSNBC or something, and then Fox, and then they want like Univision or something like partial.
I think it's she needs to interview. Like,
Yeah.
I think she does well in scripted things.
Yep.
Much like Biden. It is getting to the point, I think we're like 18 days in, that
Yeah.
she hasn't taken a question.
She's done a lot of rallying.
It feels like it's almost intentional now, and that
I think that it is too, because there's a lot of training happening right now too.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I think, when they would, it would be fucking crazy if you guys went through this process. I'm sure they're like looking at how often you smile, how often you laugh, what kind of clothes you're wearing, what that message is sending.
Yeah.
And they're trying to over prepare her at this point. I
Right.
think. I mean, she was a fucking district attorney. She can get up and speak in front of people and say her opinions.
right.
But you're right. She needs to get out there. She needs to be in front. She needs to answer tough, hard questions. She
Yeah.
needs to debate him, show that she can, and prove good points. And yeah, all that.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't soon,
Yeah.
you're right. The honeymoon's going to fade.
And the other thing that I think that she is messing up, in my opinion, I think that it opens up a line of attack, is she's saying all these things that she's going to do.
Yeah.
You're already there.
Yeah.
You need to change your messaging. This is a tip.
Yeah.
It's a tip for you.
Take it.
Rather
we
than
will do.
say, we are going to continue working towards this, rather than I'm going to do this once I'm there. You're already there. You need to change your line, because they're going to attack. Like, oh, you're going to wait till then. What are you doing until then? Why hasn't it already been put in process? Like,
Yep.
so I think that'll be a,
Yeah, and I think the Democratic Party needs to talk more about what she's done as well. Like $280 million for mental health care is a big thing.
right.
She was the one that championed the $35 insulin and the Affordable Care Act, or not Affordable Care Act, the Americans Save Money thing.
That actually got put under with Trump, though.
It did.
$35, yeah.
Yep. But she was the champion of that being part of the
Yeah.
benefit.
Yeah.
So she was a big part in making that, which has been a major win for everybody like that.
Yep.
I don't think there's any Republican or Democrat that's like, oh, fuck that, I want to pay more.
Totally. Totally.
And we just need to know about these things to understand what she's done.
Absolutely.
So I have changed my tune. I think America isn't as stupid as I thought, and I might vote for a woman. As long as there's an old white man behind it. I'm telling you, that's a great fucking choice.
I couldn't go with the Jewish guy either. Like,
Nope. I couldn't go with Pete Buttigieg, who I love too, but he's openly gay, and you can't, if you're trying to...
you can only go with one.
Right. Can we get a chance? And Pete is probably the youngest one too. Speaks very intelligently, and I think he's obviously going to do something more in his political career than what he's doing now.
Yeah.
But now's not the time for him.
Yep.
And Tim Walz, championing the weird movement. What do you think about
I'm not
that?
a fan.
Not a fan
at all.
Okay.
I think it's fun right now. Like, I think it's funny. But I think they're like so into it, and you can see like all the news media picking up on it, and it's like, okay, that's fucking weird. Stop.
Yeah,
Like,
that's becoming weird that you're saying.
why are you calling like? Stop calling everything weird. That's weird.
It becomes a little fucking self-fulfilling prophecy.
Also, you can't call other people weird, and then after you speak, go up and shake your wife's hand. Like, that's weird.
True. Everybody has weird shit, right?
Everyone's weird.
Not everybody fucks couches, but everybody's weird. We should probably let's actually talk about policy and
Yeah, so to this day, there's no policies that Kamala Harris has posted on her page.
Correct.
Another thing, you got to fix that.
Yep.
Like, crazy enough, I think you could still win without doing any of it, and that's scary to me.
scary as fuck. But it proves more and more over that it is a popularity contest and nothing else.
Right.
And the hot person of the moment. And also, be careful what you say, because Donald J now looks a lot like the things he was talking about. This declining, old, decrepit, can't put a sentence together.
Right. I'd be afraid with the precedent that you set forward if you don't, if you don't post your policies, if you're avoiding the interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
If she's able to win with that, that will then become the strategy for everyone. You're going to have just no fucking idea who you're voting for in 4 years.
And I think even in the UK, their election cycle is really small too, like 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's not apples to apples, because they had 4 years and now the last 3 months has changed.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be a little bit better to have our election cycle only 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
And if that way something like this happened, which is unprecedented and has never fucking happened before, right?
Right.
So I guess he can't really plan for shit like this.
Yeah, it's nuts.
More proof that we're living in a simulation theory as well.
Fuck, if that shooter would have gotten him, we would have had 2 different people. No one would have voted for. Like, wait, man, what the fuck?
So the runner of this program is throwing in a bunch of variables right now to see what the fuck would happen in real society.
He's getting fucking bored with the game, and he's just like, let's fucking
put a shooter up here.
Like, if you ever played on SimCity,
Yes.
where you just fucking put the aliens in,
Yeah,
and
you're like,
destroy everything.
Yeah.
I'm fucking bored.
Stop feeding your crops and shit. In real time, this has all happened in 5 minutes, this entire universe.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker just got
Just got
bored.
ADHD.
He's out of the next universe. Oh, man. Yeah, politics can be crazy. Again, I probably don't, from this channel, know who we would vote for, how we would vote. I'll say a little bit about just my politics in general. Like, I choose to be more on the inclusive side. I think, history has shown that more inclusivity is usually better.
Right.
Every time powers that be try to exclude things from happening, usually doesn't end out right. So I agree that, people should have autonomy over their bodies, all that good stuff. So take from that what you will. Joey believes the South will rise again.
Right on, brother. No, I'm more in like the extreme, like, I think I'm in the freedom party. Like,
Yeah.
I want you to be free to do whatever you want as long as it does not affect another person.
There's a great example of this. Like, I am free to twirl my arms right here. I'm free to do that. My freedom stops as soon as I get close enough to hit Joey.
Yep.
Think about that. That's it.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep. Yeah, I think to like the left, I would be extreme right, but to the right, I'm extreme left. Like,
You're Tim Walz.
I'm all over the place. Like, that's super cliche of like, oh, I'm in the middle. Like, no. Like, some things I'm
Yes.
super left, and some things I'm super right. Like,
Yeah.
alt right, alt left. Like I play in all the categories.
And I think most people do. You're not fully on with your party on everything. You just kind of like, it's an easier way. And I think that we like to do this, make an easy category to be like, okay, well, you probably agree with me on most things if you're over here.
Yeah.
And I agree with most things over here. But in truth, they could have one very important thing to you they could completely fucking disagree with you on.
Yeah. I do think that the way that politics have gotten at this point, it is causing more of like lumping into one thing. And
sure.
I do believe all of this because I extremely don't like that side. I'm extremely this side.
Yep.
Because someone posted that on our thing of like,
oh yeah,
saying that, oh, you can't just dislike both sides. You have to pick a side. And it's like, that's the exact thinking that has caused where we're at today. You need more people who are willing to work on both sides
and talk to the other side, because you don't know if you don't. Like I have a lot of conservative, or what I would consider conservative friends, and they would consider me liberal. And I also have some friends that would consider me conservative, and they're more liberal. Yeah. And we all get along. And most of our average everyday thing, we're not going to bump into each other on these issues that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's fine to disagree with someone.
Right.
It's fine. And to that comment, we both vote. We do cast our opinions in the ultimate way that matters.
Yeah.
So thanks for the comment.
But yeah, I mean, there are some elections that like I'll vote both ways. Most elections I do vote both ways.
And you can.
Yeah.
You heard it first. Joe goes both ways.
I swing both ways. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, life I think is in the gray. We like to be, and even I find myself doing it too. Like, oh, okay, well, this is that, and this is this. When usually it's absolutely in the middle.
Right.
And all gray and all good. There's not a wrong way, unless again you're impeding on someone else or trying to hurt somebody. And we think whatever the fuck you want.
And we need both sides.
Absolutely.
They do serve a purpose.
They do.
I explained this to someone the other day. They were super right wing. And like, oh, I fucking hate where the country's going. It's like, yeah, but we're going there. Because over the last 30, 40 years, we've had equal time with a Republican president as we have a left-wing president. And we are far left of where we were 30 years ago.
Correct.
And that's the way that we should go. We should progress. That's the progressive party.
Yep.
We should progress. But on the other side, the conservatives, I understand slowing it down.
Yeah.
Like, we can't just go,
like, hold on, you can't
free everything.
Oh, wait.
Slow it down. I get it. But we are going left. We are progressing. We are, it's just the way things are. And in most ways, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
In most ways, that's a great thing.
I think that people think too that a lot of the times that if you're giving something to someone, that you're taking it from someone else. It's not the case. We can all have rights. It's not something that we can all have them.
Right. But I mean, you can get into like the, like super like Green Party, like oh, Green New Deal, like I want everything electric right away. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
Decimate an industry for
we both have
decades.
We both have electric cars. I'm fully on board with going all electric cars.
Gas cars as well.
Right. But on the other side, it's not realistic to do it in this way. And that's...
You got to do it in a way that doesn't hurt the economy or people and replace those jobs that you're going to destroy.
Right. You need both sides.
You do.
But you need them to work together, not the way that it is right now.
Yeah. And it's really weird. Like a lot of the politicians that we're seeing, they do actually work together behind closed doors. They're getting things done, and then they'll get in front of a committee and argue with each other from the fucking show of it. So their laws get passed, people.
Yeah.
And their bipartisan shit does get through.
Yeah.
It's rare, but it happens.
And for anyone who's questioning whether that's true or not, here's my proof. 30 years ago, abortion is 100% no on the right, 100% yes on the left. Today, most politicians on both sides. Yes, there are some louder talking heads that are anti-abortion. I got it.
And 20 states that have enacted laws against it, which sucks.
It's mostly just rules, restrictions, like
Yeah.
rules, restrictions. But I think it's like 80% of Republicans
Yeah.
are okay with abortion in certain cases, which is completely left of where they were 30 years ago. So
They would be no way, no circumstance.
Yeah, no circumstance.
If your brother raped you, like legit.
Yeah, carry it to term.
Now, like, if this brother raped you, okay, we'll punch you in your belly.
You better get a coat hanger. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We do not advocate coat hanger.
No, or having to do. Obviously, come on.
Yes.
If you listen to our content at all.
It's a joke. Yes. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. I think we need both sides, but we need them working together. Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cliche. I feel it.
You
Like
know what we need? We need all of our Congress people to compete in the Olympics together.
Yes.
Because just like the NBA and all of the back and forth and the division that we've had,
Yeah.
we're all together right now. If these motherfuckers were all there curling, we could have something to get behind.
And if you can't curl, you're too old.
Exactly. 100%. You can't
It's so
brush
far.
some fucking ice. Then
I think we can change the world.
I think we could. We'd both be on the same team, friends.
You need to either be able to play pickleball or curling.
All right, and with that, we're going to leave you today. We have solved the world's problems, and that'll be it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us on Cup of Joe's. Please watch on all of our channels, follow, and tell your friends about us so they can get full of this dumb shit we talk about too.
Keep the comments coming, and if you really feel passionate about something, come on. We will absolutely have a conversation.
We have ability to get a FaceTime call, a Zoom call going. We'll put you on the cast, give you the time to speak your piece, argue with
sports, politics,
whatever. Whatever you think we said.
shoot
that
your shot, you know.
We didn't say. I'm going to have a bunch of dudes shooting no shot with him next week. All right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you next week.
End with that. That's our intro. Shoot your shot.